Hey guys, SimizDim Gaming here, back with some brand new gaming content. As the title of the video suggests, we're going to talk about Rising Storm to Vietnam in 2023. This still has to be one of my favourite tactical / semi-tactical shooters that's out there. It's just a super fun semi-tactical game where you can jump in and have fun even if it's on your own. The gameplay is fun and fluid, and if you get onto some good teams, you can have a lot of fun. Bear in mind there are still some issues. It's now on Steam as well, so most times games that were on Epic Games or are still on Epic Games go on Steam, the games gain popularity. However, it's not really the case for Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, unfortunately. Sometimes you still struggle to find servers. It's a shame. This game isn't as hardcore a shooter as say like Squad, and definitely not as hardcore a shooter as Escape from Tarkov, but it does share some similarities. The time to kill is ridiculously quick, a lot quicker than, for example, Battlefield and Call of Duty, and it has a lot of those hardcore aspects, such as limited ammo. You can do things as well like checking your magazines to see if they're full or if you need to top off, etc, etc. Personally, one of my favourite things about Rising Storm 2 Vietnam is literally the setting and the arsenal of weapons you get. The Vietnam War was just an interesting period of warfare where there are a lot of guns being used from World War I, World War II, Korea, and even obviously the modern guns such as the M16 and the M14. But obviously the Viet Cong utilised a massive array of weapons against the US and Oz forces, and this game really showcases it. You get a lot of the old French weapons from the Indochina War, and you get even old Mosin Nagants from the First and Second World War as well. They're just a load of fun to use. One of the most overlooked things about this game is the campaign mode. You start right at the start of the Vietnam War and you go right to the end of the Vietnam War, and throughout that campaign the weapons and forces change. So at the start, if you play as the US Army, for example, you only get M14s, and then as it progresses you get M16s, M60s, things like that. And then the Viet Cong forces and the NVLA also get a change in weapons. They start off with most of the guns, M1 carbines, and then eventually they get AKs and RPDs. It's really cool. It's just a great fun mode, and you can do a lot of iconic battles from the Vietnam War, such as the Battle for Da Nang Air Base and the Battle for Hue City as well. Honestly, the only con I can think of is just the lack of servers. The gunplay is fantastic, the community is really good. They do have regular servers, but it's just the times that the servers are actually about can vary. That's the only annoying thing. The customization on the characters is great, and as you level up you unlock different costume pieces, tattoos, facial hair, helmets, boonies. You can even get backpacks with the bushes on them that the NVLA used to wear. It's just really fun. If you're looking for a semi-tactical hardcore shooter and you don't really feel like getting your shit pushed in a game like Escape from Tarkov, this game is for you. Honestly, even if it's not on sale, I would very much recommend picking this up. It's a whale of a time, and in my opinion it's probably one of the best, if not the best, Vietnam game out there at the moment. Obviously, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're already playing Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, if you've wishlisted it, or it's just not your cup of tea. Let me know, especially if it's not your cup of tea, and why. I'm always interested to know why people don't like games. Obviously I can only recommend games so much, but bear in mind this is just a personal preference piece. Go check it out. This is SimizDim Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.